your suggestion and really making this happen. Can you just talk about that conversation that took place initially?
Yeah, it took place with Mr. Bermin in April, and I was visiting Dubai, and we met up, and he said it would be great if we can have an event. And Mr. Bermin was gracious enough to understand and also take this forward. And the meetings took place, and he delivered, and here we are. We're playing this week.
I think it's important to understand also there is other reasons behind it. Apart from exposure to Dubai, UAE to Asia, we have the MENA tour, and we wanted to provide playing opportunities for our players. So the Asian tour was the right step for us. And this is why we created tournaments. We get 23 invites for our players on this tournament, which is quite a big number. So we're very happy to be hosting.
MENA tour is not recognized by Europe.
You have it, right? We cannot hear them.
It's okay. I'll speak a little louder. Okay. But the MENA tour recognition is not coming. Do you have to say anything about it? I mean, you're organizing this, and the MENA tour is there. You have to make your MENA tour play in this to gain points for the world ranking. Would you like, and what can be done to, count MENA tour for the world points?
This is one of the subjects I'm talking about every day. You're right about we do need world ranking tours, not only for the players, but also any tour of the size of MENA tour, whereby you've got 400 million people in this region. You need financial support because logistics are so big and so expensive. And without the sponsorship, without the sanctioning from the international body, it's becoming more and more difficult to say to the sponsors, look, this is up and coming and going to be a successful tour. We have done whatever we can to try and gain the sanctioning, but for whatever reason, there seems to be some sort of somebody, or they're not understanding what this tour is all about. Maybe they think it's a small tour in Europe, so they say, okay, you have to feed into another small tour, which doesn't really work. We are a region. We should be given the full sanction as ourselves. You've got so many different countries. It's not that we don't have players either. I mean, okay, we may not have them at this stage in UAE, but you've got them in Tunisia, you've got them in Egypt, you've got them in Morocco. So this is an ongoing battle on trying to see how we can get this sanction from the International Golf Federation. And the more we talk about it, the better, I think.
For the 23 or the 24 MENA players that will play this week, if they finish top 60 here, then they can get a full Asian Tour card. What are the doors that are open to them? What are the doors that are open to your MENA Tour players when they play this event here?
Oh, I don't know the technicalities. All I know is I've got 23 of them playing, and if they make top 60 and then they get world ranking.
So how big a deal is that for this door to be open?
Well, I think the world ranking dependent on the players playing in the field. So unfortunately, we have lost quite the top players. They dropped out in last minute, but still, it's not bad. Our players ain't going to make good world ranking points from one tournament. We need a full sanction for the tour, so we could gain the world ranking throughout the year. But this is just, if they win here, they might get a card or something on the Asian tour, which is again is a good incentive.
So in terms of experience, this opens the door.
Definitely, yes. Of course, don't forget our players also get 3 slots in the Desert Classic. They get the final school of the Asian Tour, the final Q school stage, Asian Pace Tour. It's quite a lot for them. But to attract more players, so they can encourage the young generation within this region, you need to give them more. And if we are going to make the Olympics one day, if you start now, we're sort of looking at 2020 to put somebody there. How are you going to get them if they don't get with ranking? You need to be a pro to be eligible to the Olympics. So that's another reason why we should be getting sanctioned.
Do you call it a battle? Do you see an end to the battle in terms of you refer to it as a battle to get world ranking points? Do you foresee an end? Do you foresee the?
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't know, because when we started 4 years ago, we were told after 3 years you will get it. Then they extended it, and now they introduced all of a sudden about 13 different categories and stuff which we have to deal with. I mean, I don't know. I feel there's somebody trying to stop it, to tell you the truth. There's no other way. Because otherwise, why would you introduce all these new categories or new difficulties for us? I don't understand. It's a big region not to have its own tour.
So do you see this Asian Tour event here, this Dubai Open, as kind of a step ahead for MENA Tour? You have your players who play here and prove that yes, they are worth it, and they're doing it, what they're doing it on MENA Tour. That's why they've done so well in this event. So it's also important for MENA Tour players to do well here.
Yeah, of course it is. But don't forget, our players don't all come from here. I mean, the whole idea of the MENA Tour is to bring in good players from other nationality for our players to get experience from. So the majority of the field at this time are people from other tours or people from different countries. We average 30 nationalities per tournament. So it's quite an international tour anyway.
Is there a way to make the Asian Tour more climactic so that the Rookie of the Year and the Order of Merit winner is decided at the last event?
I thought it was supposed to be that, but something went wrong, so we will find out when we meet the guys.
Maybe next year.
I hope so. It has to be, otherwise pointless. You know, when you count on certain people coming and you promote it that way, all of a sudden they drop off. It doesn't give the tournament any good.
Is it disappointing that the top two aren't here?
Not disappointed. It's the first one. It's understandable. I mean, don't forget, the idea came in April this year, so to get it at this stage is another challenge. So I think, you know, these things do happen for the first year.
Did they give you reasons why they're going to come in? Did they tell you why they're going to come in? Did they give you reasons?
That's a player thing, and they decided.
They just decided.
Yeah.
Do you think that